Let's start with our wake up. Reach up. Make yourself as tall as you can. Take some deep breaths here as you sway from side to side. And then let's hold it on one side. So ground through both feet. Don't let one foot come up. Don't just pop your hip out. Do a side bend and reach. Use one hand to pull. Take a big breath in. Stretch through the side. It's like standing press and stretch. One more breath in, and then work your way up. Reset in the middle. Reach up. Exhale over, and then inhale into the side stretch on side two. One more breath. And up. You probably noticed one side was a little different than the other. Let's circle it around. So we're pulling our arms back and forward and around. Bring it as far back as you can. Find that full range of motion in your shoulders. See if you can do it without popping your ribs out and moving your body. You want to keep your torso still. I'm giving that example because I've seen people doing that this week already in my one-on-ones. It's like, let's reinforce that. Go both ways. And then bring your hands down to your shoulders. We'll keep those circles going. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. And let's do a couple of lazy backstroke arms. 4, 1 more. Good. Okay. Bring both shoulders up to your ears. Scrunch, 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 breathe, 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 and then exhale, let it all go. Create as much tension as you can as you come up, 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 and let it all go. And let's swing it out. Like this or like this, whatever feels good to you this morning. Okay, one more upper body. We're gonna take a big breath in. Cactus arms. Keep your stack. Pull those elbows down and back like you're doing a lat pull. One more breath in. Cactus arms down. Squeeze those elbows in. Pull those shoulder blades together. Stretch across that chest. And let's go down to the hips. Popping it out side to side. And then going into big hula hoops. Find that range of motion in your hips. Notice where things feel stuck, feel tight, and keep that in mind. We're not going to fix it. We might loosen it up. But if it affects how you go through the workout doing lower body stuff, just keep that in mind. It's okay. Notice if you feel your feet moving. I'm going all the way around the edges of my feet. Good. Let's go into figure eights. Really work through your feet and your knees. You can bend your knees. You can get groovy with this. Just find that movement. Make sure you also can find it in your hips, that you're not using your knees to make up for something you're missing in your hips. And reverse. And that would look something like this, where you're not really moving your hips. They may be going up and down, but your knees are moving. Or your upper body is moving, but your hips aren't doing a whole lot. Okay, let's come down. Likely, I don't think so. Good. If you're like me, I get a huge stretch in my calf doing these. Waking up the ankles, circling both directions. Let's go the other way. Six, 8. Good. And let's bring the ball of your foot to the floor. We're going to make these ankles and feet super strong this month. Because how else do you hike, climb, and cycle without strong legs and feet? And as go your feet and ankles, same so goes the rest of your body. So we get everything strong. And reverse. Okay, bring your feet under your hips. Let's prance it out. Take it slow. Make sure you're not just doing this. It's been a fun week and a half. Feel like spring fever hit people and they forgot how to move. Not that you guys are forgetting how to move, but rolling through your feet, both feet moving at the same time. Reciprocal. Couple more. One. Last one. And bring your heels together. First position, we're going to zip up, bring those legs together, zip up through the midline and lift. 5, 6, 7. Good. And then we're going to go pigeon-toed and lift. Whoops. Try not to pitch forward. We're going straight up. Hands can be wherever you need them for balance. Good. And step it out a little bit. Find your balance on one leg or hold on to something. You're going to take that other foot out that you're not standing on, obviously, and wiggle. So toes point down, ankle goes side to side, foot goes side to side, upper leg is still. It's all lower leg. And if you're if you're good, I don't know if I'm good, but we can try. Let's bring that knee up, rotate, and lift. So we're gonna wake up those adductors. A little more, make them work. Find that rotation in your hip. Hold on for balance if you need it. Good. And let's switch sides. You can shake your legs out. Find your footing on the other leg. Toes point down and wiggle. Do your feet get tired doing this? Do your legs get tired doing this? Mine do. It's okay. They're working. That's the point. Okay, so I'm going to hold on for balance. My left leg is feeling kind of wonky this morning. Knee up, rotate out. And we have more balance coming, so we can all laugh, right? If you can't laugh while you're working out, it's not worth doing. You can grunt when you're working hard. But if you're learning something and you lose your balance or can't quite get it right, it's a whole lot nicer to laugh at yourself while you're learning. Oh, hands on your knees, short stop position. Feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. Let's do some shoulder drops. Just to make sure we haven't forgotten how to loosen up our upper body. And then walk your feet out 2 steps and come side to side. So keep looking forward if it doesn't hurt your neck. See if you can sink down a little bit lower. I don't think anybody is upright in this position. If they are, they're not in their 60s. And they're probably a little hypermobile. There we go. Or they're exceptional examples of athletes and not mere mortals. And hold on one side. And come up, go to the other side. Let's relax into that hip. Sink it down. Going for the big stretch here, but you're also getting a big stretch through the glutes. And come up, walk your feet in, shake it out, swing your arms, grab a drink of water, and let's move on. So if that was the wake up, what's the warm up? We're in week 2. Nothing's changing, except including I still can't remember what's in the workout. I put it together, the sequencing goes poof out of my head. So we are going to do some balance first. So just a minute or two, 3. Spread your toes as wide as you can. Nice big wide yoga toes. Okay. Keeping your 4 toes down on your right foot, lift just your right big toe and tap it. Up, down, up, down. I can't see your feet. That's okay. You don't need to adjust your cameras. You just need to look down and notice if you can't keep those 4 toes down. Notice what your left foot is doing, trying to help your right foot. All we're doing is right foot work. Put your big toe down. Let's go to the left foot. Left foot big. Left big toe goes up and down. Good. Stretching your toes out, relaxing your foot. Keep your big toe pressed into the floor in the right foot and see if you can lift up the 4 toes next to it. You might notice your foot rolling a little bit. It's okay, as long as your big toe stays down. We're getting those little toes up. And eventually, maybe you'll be able to do it keeping the ball of your foot down and just lifting your toes, but that little pinky comes up, that's okay. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't turn off interruptions. Let's go to the left foot. Big toe down, 4 toes up. Okay. Scrunch your toes and then yoga toes. Scrunch your toes, curl them up tight, and then spread them out wide. And then what we're going to do is pick up your big toe, pick up the other 4 toes, so you're not just doing it together, and then try to fan your toes down, pinky to big toe. And we're going to do that again, all 10 toes up, and you're fanning them down. The 3 toes in the middle all go together, right? Yeah. Okay, so from there, we are going to do our mini squats, and then we're going to do a little bit of single leg balance, standing without moving our legs. So finding your balance on one leg, keep your knee bent. We're working through our hips. Little mini squats, we're going to 20 on each side. We started this last month. Make sure you're not popping your hip out. Your knee is tracking over your toes. I know it's hard to look down while you're doing this. You can do it from a kickstand and look down. We want to make sure you got good alignment. Kickstand is okay. Holding on is okay if you need it. One finger. We want to build that strength. That hinge is going to come back and haunt you every single workout this month. Switching sides. Find that hinge. Was I counting that last round? No. Hands are wherever you need it. And I'm wobbly, so don't look at me. Look at something still. Focus on something on the floor in front of you. See if you can take down a little bit more. Increase that range of motion. Mini squats. Good. And shake it out. Coming back to side 1. This feels evil this morning. I don't know why. We're going to come into balance on one leg. See if you can bring your knee up to hip height. Hold your balance here. Last week, we looked side to side. We can do that again. Arms are wherever you need it. It could be just looking, not even turning your head. Just kind of play around with it, see what you can do, and then come back to center before you bring your foot down. See if you can look down and look up. Look down and look up. Things that you can play with during the week and not just wait for me to do this with you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, find your balance on the second side and turn your head. It doesn't have to be a big turn. Your foot can be wherever you need it for balance, hands wherever you need it for balance. You don't have to stay in this perfect position. And see if you can look up and look down. And just try it a few times. Everybody's wobbling, hands all over the place. That's okay. Good job. And that's it. Is there anything else? No, we have modifications to make it harder as the month goes on, which is more motivation for you guys to practice. Standing at the sink, doing dishes, look side to side, look up, down. Find that balance, because when you have visual disturbance, it throws your balance. And the more you can train your brain that you're safe when you're looking around and that you're grounded through your foot, the more stable we're all going to be. Okay, warm up, alternating lunges, 5 on each side. We're doing 3 rounds of 5 exercises. Don't like front lunges, do back lunges. I don't care. From here, we go into 5 good mornings. Hinge back with your hips, forward back is flat, shoulder blades pull down. Big stretch, hips and hamstrings. Okay, from here, we go into Y flies. We need our light weights, or bands, or cans, or whatever you're using. The hinge, knees slightly bent, hips go back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I don't know why I'm calling this a warm up. This is actually a whole workout in and of itself. Then we're going to go into our plank with the sprinter step or the mountain climbers into 5 easy push-ups. I'm going to do this on the floor. We're graduating from doing it on the bench. So find your plank. 5 steps in, be in, out, or it can be switching. 2, 3, into 5 push-ups from your knees or your toes. And if you're warm, you can take off your sweatshirt. I'm taking off mine. Grab a drink. We're going to go into round 2. Did I miss something? No, that was it. Okay. Second round lunges. This week we're doing the same as last week, forward lunges. We'll play around with the directions as the weeks go on. 5 on each side. Think about sinking down instead of pushing so far forward. Hands behind your head. Shoulder blades down. Find your stack so we're not doing our arch. And hinge. We're not reaching for the floor. Chest up, eyes up. Everything's forward. Good. Okay, Y flies, because they're so important for posture. Working the back of the shoulders and those mid-back muscles. Super light weights are all we need. Neck is neutral. Arms are straight. Notice if you want to bend them to lift higher, I want you to keep them straight and lift a little bit lower. Make sure that pull is coming from your back. You're not just moving your arms in space, that engaging. Good. Mountain climbers, sprinter step-ins. 5 on each side, into 5 push-ups. Rock back into child's pose. I'll meet you in standing. We have our last round. Okay. There's something that's very reliable about me. I always forget to set my fitness tracker. Last round, here we go. That's good. Okay. Good mornings. So the thing about your chest going forward, your eyes looking 6 to 8 feet in front of you, stay tall, stay open across the chest. With deadlifts, we're never reaching for the floor unless you're picking something up off the floor. Good. Last set of mountain climbers, sprinter starts, step-ins, whatever you're doing, whatever foot pattern you're doing is perfect. And then push-ups, and we're done. Did I miss something? That seemed to have gone really fast. You did the Y-flies 3 times? Yeah? Or did I miss it? I can't remember. I can't remember either. It's okay. Okay. We are 5 box jumps, 5 push presses twice. And break in between. Okay, 30 seconds in between each move. And we're done with power. And then we go into heavy strength. So I don't know why I had to turn that around, but I did. Whatever weight you're using for a push press should be sufficiently heavy that you feel like you're working doing this, but it's easy to pop it up from a power hinge. So I have my weights ready and my step ready. Here we all getting there. Okay. So box jumps, 5. That's it. Let's go. 1. Nice. Make sure your whole foot's coming up. Your heel's not going to slip off the back. If you're not doing boxes today, hop in place. Do some pogos. We're going to take about 20, 30 seconds here. Let your heart rate come down. It should be coming up when you jump. It should be coming up with every power move. Rack the weights. They should feel heavy. We're going to sink down into that little squatty hinge and pop it up 5 times. 20, 30 seconds here. Shake your arms out. If you're checking your heart rate, check your heart rate. Let it come down. Well, sometimes heart rate monitors are a little slow. There's usually a little lag when you pop things up. I know I'm higher than what it said, and it's still going up. Okay, let's take another 5 seconds. We'll go to jumping and go. 5 box jumps. Check that you're landing with both feet, not preferring one leg over the other. Good. I step away, grab my weights. We're still going to take 10, 15 seconds. We can do side bends. Okay. Sink it down, pop it up. You should feel like the weights want to fly out of your hands. You might feel like you're coming up on your toes. Was that 5? There we go. Okay, weights down. Really let your heart rate come down. Oh, 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 all those messages are from my daughter. They're at the vet with their dog, who's not very old, but's in a lot of pain. We're gonna work out, and then I'll call them back. Okay, my heart rate needs to come down. I need another drink. We are going into the strength section. Remember our basic strength moves, our main lifts are rows and presses. Today we have our one arm row, we have our pec fly, and we're starting with our rear foot elevated split squat. I need to adjust the angle so I can still see you. Weight in both hands this week. We're not playing around with rotation yet. Let's see if we can build the strength on both legs. Doing those split squats, they're one of my favorite moves. They're also one of the hardest. And you guys are awesome, so we're gonna do them. So remember, we come to our bench, we take 3 steps forward, heel toe, bring your feet together. It feels like miles away. We're gonna lift one foot up and sink down. So we're going straight down. Your back leg and your torso are roughly the same angle. Front leg hip is working really hard. Spread your toes. We're doing 8 to 12 reps, depending on how much weight you're using. And then the easiest way to switch is just to bring that back leg forward and then that front leg back. So I know you can't see my foot. It doesn't look like you can see my foot. That's okay. We're going down. So if you're too far up, it doesn't feel great. And if you're doing this, you're not really getting any work done. You're doing upper body. So keep both legs moving. And when you're done, put that weight down and find your heavier weight for doing a one arm row. Mamma mia, the weights are feeling really heavy today. Maybe they are for you too. With full moon. It's not full anymore. I know that. It's still bright. Okay. Let's go for 8 to 10 on each side, starting non-dominant. Make sure you're pulling with your back. Those wide flies, feeling those mid-back muscles. We're reinforcing that with a lot of assistance. Remember, whatever your non-dominant arm is doing, your dominant arm is also doing. Even if you could do 5 more reps with your dominant side, stay with the number of reps you can do non-dominant. Otherwise, you'll never get balanced, you'll never get even, or it'll be harder to get even. I'm gonna go on my bench backwards. Pec flies. Have a seat on the floor, on your step, on a bench. Take the weight onto your legs. Carefully roll it down. Make sure your head is supported. Big breath in. Let your back settle onto whatever surface you're on. Reach up, take another breath. Let your back broaden. And on the exhale, knit those abs together as your arms fly. 8 to 12. Soft bend in the elbows. Pay attention to your breathing. You're always exhaling on the way down, inhaling on the way up. And if that makes no sense to you, as long as you're breathing, we're good. That's the bottom line. We are doing 3 sets. We are going to take a mini break. Weights down. Grab a drink. Swing your arms. Find a stretch. Okay. Check in with the weights that you chose for the rows, for the split squats, for the flies. We're going to go to about 15 seconds. So adjust accordingly. Find your weights, find your position. If you're doing it from a lower step, I like the higher bench for my rear foot. I like that stretch, but I'm going to do it from a lower bench so you can see what it looks like. So 3 steps. Reach back with that foot and sink it down. 2, 3. You can do the exercises in any order. We're driving that back knee down. And then last one, we're going to hold. Oof. Okay. Switching feet and sinking down. Thank you for making me laugh this morning. Your butt should be on fire. And we're going to hold on this side. 3, 2, 1, and up. Okay. Put those weights down. Shake your legs out. Give yourself a hand. Going from lower body to upper body, you don't need a break. So find your heavy weight for doing back work. Starting non-dominant. Level out your shoulders. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, pull. Use those back muscles. Switching sides. So my weight this morning feels, it's the same I used last week. It just feels really heavy today. So just my experience, absorb it into your experience. I'm doing fewer reps today than I did last week. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Meet yourself where you are. It's the same weight. I'm just doing fewer reps. When I'm feeling better, feeling stronger, feeling more recovered. I rode 3 days in a row this weekend. You think that shouldn't affect my back, but you're sitting like this. So I'm doing fewer reps, and that's okay. Okay, Pec Flyes. Why am I wasting time? Because we need more recovery. Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down. On the floor, standing, on the floor, standing. Settle your back in, make sure it's not popping up. Same range, 8 to 12. 2, 3, good, and we'll play with it some more next week. All kinds of ways of making all these moves more fun. Maybe in all caps they're screaming, fun! Little break, and then we have one more round. If you need to stretch, you could sit, kind of stretch through your hips. Give your glutes a mini stretch. And the rear foot elevated stuff, we're going to start progressing all of them. And of course, it's your workout. You do you. As we progress, you'll have options. It's not always lifting heavier. Not all of you have options to lift much heavier. So there are ways to make it more challenging, which gives you more progress. Okay. Rear foot elevated split squats. Go out one more. There we go. Okay, doesn't matter which side you're starting with. Third set is survival, always. If you can't do the same number of reps, that's okay. That's still progress. You're here. We're doing 3 sets. I'm watching you bobbing up and down. 8. And we're going to hold that last one and come up. Where's my bench? There we go. 2, 3. And hold. And come on up. Okay. One arm row. Last time through. Choose your weight. You may do fewer reps on the third set. You may do the same number. If you're doing the same number and it's at the high end of your range, we need to increase the challenge. If you've been pushing yourself, you may do fewer. Third set, you do what you can, keep your form perfect. So when you feel like you need to start throwing your body around to move the weight, it's time to stop. That is not perfect form. Okay. Pec Flyes. Last round. Same thing. You can bend your elbows to make it a little bit easier. Changes the strain on the shoulder. And finish up your reps. Just notice what you're doing to get there. And if it just feels too heavy, stop. You're in your third set. It's okay. You've done a lot of work already. If you feel like you can keep going forever, we need to chat. It's time to increase your weights or increase the challenge. And when you're all done, roll yourself up. If you're sitting on the floor, reach for your toes. If you're sitting on a bench, reach for your toes. Let your back stretch. Let your arms stretch. We are, and I just changed the camera. We've done 3 sets of our main lifts for the week. We still have some accessory work to do. Kind of like a finisher, but not a, we're gonna kill you with an exceedingly high heart rate finisher. So put your heavy weights away. Make sure your lighter weights are accessible. So today's accessory work includes windmills, T-raises. Your arms are coming out into a fly, a reverse fly, from a bird dog or a bear crawl position. We're doing hip rotation with the foam roller at the wall. And I can't read. The triple squat bicep overhead press. So we're only going to do 1 set of all of these. It's accessory work. For windmills, you want something that you can hold safely with your arm in a post overhead. We're going to be doing shoulder stability while your body is moving. So feet start wider than your shoulders. Whatever hand has the weight, your toes are going to angle opposite. We're going to rack the weight, press it up. Make sure you have good engagement here. You're nice and solid. Back is engaged, even though it's tired. And we're going to side bend down from your hip. So it's just like a side hinge. We're going to do 6 on each side. And the weight stays up to the ceiling. If it's waving around all over the place, grab a lighter weight or use no weight. It's kind of like doing triangle pose in yoga. Imagine you're sandwiched between 2 walls and you can't stick your butt back. You can't push your body forward. You can only move in between those 2 planes. Switching your feet the other way, rack the weight on the other shoulder, press it up, and reach. You don't have to reach your ankles. There is no end point for this. We're just moving your body, keeping your shoulders stable. Arm is straight. Good. Let's bring it down. Lighter weights for the T-raises. I'm grabbing my 5s. You may want to do 3s. They're not that easy. So last week we did them from a bird dog position. So a T-raise just means your arms are coming out to the side in a T. But instead of doing it from standing or a hinge like we did our Ys, we're going to do them, we're only doing 1 side at a time. We did them from bird dog position, hands and knees, lifting out to the side. If you want extra challenge, You can lift your knees up off the floor, take your feet a little wider, and lift. Nice. So we're pulling with our back muscles, pulling with the back of your shoulder, switching sides. Holding that position, you're strong through your back, and lift. Hips are level. When you're all done, sink into child's pose. We're not done. We're just taking a little break. Okay. Hip rotation with the foam roller at the ball. I sent most of you a video, a link on Instagram that shows the movement from a kickstand position. So it's like what we did last month with those rotations. This month we're adding the foam roller. It's the exact same idea. Exact. So your foam roller is at knee height. I always overestimate how high my knee is off the ground and get the roller at the wrong place. Hopefully that's kind of level. You're going to be pushing into it. We want your inner thighs working as you're doing this. That's the point of the foam roller. Kickstand or lift that leg up. And we're going to do 5 rotations in both directions. So opening to the wall, externally rotating, bringing that hip down towards the roller, internally rotating. 3, 4, 5. It might be really intense on your hip. I think I'll just keep this here and show you what it looks like from behind. Make sure your knee is over your foot. We're going to come into that hinge and rotate. 2. If you have a short roller, it's a lot easier. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Let's put that foam roller away. We're going to grab light weights and just kind of put your body through range of motion, and then we'll stop to stretch. So 2 weights, 1 for each hand. We're going to do this 3 times. The triple squat, 3, 2, 1. Triple bicep while you're there. Stand up, triple press. Whew. Bring it down, chest up, eyes up. We're not flopping forward. 3, 2, 1. Hold that squat. 3, 2, 1. Hold your hands up. Stand. 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms down. Last time through. 3, 2, 1. Nice and springy. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. We just connected a whole kinetic chain. You guys are still connected. Everything is working. Good job. Okay. Let's stand here. Let's just pop your hips out side to side. And do some hula hoops. And go both directions. Just take your hands behind your back. So if it feels good, you can do this. Just make sure you're getting a stretch. Either try to hold the stack. Make sure your shoulders and your chest and your neck are getting what they need. So you're not just arching your back. And then we're going to lift our hands up as high as we can. Take your feet nice and wide into a straddle and forward fold. So you're reaching with your hands up to the ceiling, letting your neck relax. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Hopefully you're not going to fall over. Let your hamstring stretch. Ease into it. And let your arms come down. So you can hold on to your elbows if that feels better. And we're going to go from side to side, knee to knee with your elbows. And walk your hands over to one ankle and go a little deeper into that stretch. Take a few deep breaths here. Just try to relax into it. You don't have to pull yourself. And then we're going to walk our hands over to the other side. Same thing here. And come back to center. Bring your hands on your knees. Come into that short stop position we do in the wake up. And let's do a couple of shoulder drops, stretching out your lats. Hold one side, just hold it. Hang out there. Breathe into your rib cage. Breathe into your back. One more breath. And switch sides. And come back to center. And roll it up. Just take one arm across. And switch sides. Okay. Good work. We did it. We hit all our lifts. We hit all our moves. Hopefully my head wasn't chopped off for the whole last section. Years go by and I still can't figure out this camera. We'll see you Thursday.